Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're going to be taking a look at the top snipers under $200, and today we're going to be starting with the M14 by CYMA. I actually picked this sniper up off of Evike in their Box of Awesomeness, which was their March edition. I got that and another gun for just $200, and if you want to go check out that video, I highly recommend that you do. It's a fantastic video, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. But without further ado, I think it's time that we look at the CYMA M14. Okay, so to start off, we're going to be looking at the magazine, which is a high cap and can hold up to 450 rounds, and it's all steel. As you can see, there is actually a hop-up unit inside of here, if you can see that at the top of the mag well. We're going to look at the top of the gun. It's pretty much all metal, aside from the hand guard. The sights here actually have very nice windage adjustments and elevation adjustments, as you can see. The slide here is pretty much a one-to-one copy of the actual gun. The pole isn't very hard, but it does have a decent amount of resistance, and there is a catch on the other side too, just like the real thing, so the bolt does catch just like that. And the release is fairly simple. You just pull it back and it racks forward. The sight on the front is pretty much just the standard M14 sight. It's got two sling points, one on the front, which does swivel, and one on the back, but it's fixed. Next, we're going to look at the safety here. It just moves forward and back. Pretty simple. There's a flap here that protects the battery housing, and that does double as a rest when you're sniping. To get to the battery, you just lift this little flap, and then the battery is inside of this little compartment. The battery I'm running today is going to be an 8.4 nickel metal hydride battery. This is the battery I'm going to recommend, even though Evike says it can take up to an 11.1 LiPo. I don't know if I necessarily trust this. Plus, as you'll see in the shooting video, it does pretty good with this battery. You can fit some pretty good batteries inside of this thing as well, as there's quite a bit of room. This hole right here will actually allow you to put scopes on this gun as well. Okay, now that we've seen what this thing is looking like, I think it's time that we go down to the range and see how this thing actually shoots.
Perfect.
Alright guys, so we're actually out in the Xenon Forest. As you can see, this is where most of my gameplay comes from. This is a very dense forest. It's full of eucalyptus trees. Alright, so we got our rifle here, and I think it's time that we load it up and give it some test firing. So, to reload, all you gotta do is just push this tab right here, and the magazine will come out. You can actually see right here, there's actually a hop-up adjustment, so depending on the BB weight that you are using, you can adjust this pretty much on the fly. So in order to reload, all you have to do is just pull this tab up right here, and you can actually see that this is a high cap magazine. Alright, and as you can see, the magazine is pretty much full now. This thing holds about 450 rounds. The gun does come with a little key winder here. You put the key in and you can twist it this way to wind the magazine up, but I just don't like that, so I'm just going to go with the standard way, which there is a winding mechanism on the bottom. I'm just going to wind my magazine up here. You can tell that it's working when you're winding it, and the BBs come to the top just like that. Alright, now that we got this thing loaded up, I think it's time to shoot it. So I'm going to be showing you guys some trees as kind of like a reference point for range, so you can kind of get an idea of how far this thing can shoot. It's pretty hard to convey on camera, but I'll do my best. Okay, so I'm going to show you the trees that we're going to be using for reference. This is the closest tree right here. It's maybe about 30 feet. The next tree we're going to be doing is this one right here. This tree is pretty far. It's about 40 to 50 feet. Then we're going to be doing this tree right here, which is about 100 feet. Then we're going to be doing this tree right here, then the tree after that, and the tree after that, and the very far tree way down there. That one's about 200 to 300 feet. Tripod is right there, so that's an idea of how far we are. Yeah, that's how far the tripod is away. I don't know if you can see that. You can still kind of see the tripod down there, and you can still kind of see the tripod way down there. Final tree, and I don't know if you can see that tripod way down there. If we zoom in a little bit here, you can see it right there. So we're gonna be shooting from there, and we're gonna shoot all the way down to here. So let's get started. All right, put that magazine in there, take this thing for a little spin. So we're gonna start this first tree right here. Shouldn't be an issue. Yep, easy kill. I'm gonna start with the second tree. Easy take. Third tree, pretty easy take. Fourth tree, got that one as well. Got the fifth tree. There's a little bit of wind right now. By a little bit, I mean quite a bit. All right, now we're gonna have to go in for that longer shot way down. The final tree, it's a few hundred feet here. We are just about hitting that tree. So as you just saw, this thing is ranging from here all the way down to there, pretty much without an issue. That's pretty much the top out range. And again, I am using .23, so you could probably get some more stable range with this rifle with some heavier weight ammo, but that's about the max range, right, for this weapon. All right, so as you just saw, this thing is absolutely phenomenal when it comes to accuracy and range, and it really does its job as a DMR style weapon. If you're new to the airsoft experience, I would recommend this gun, as it's fairly inexpensive and it's not too heavy, but it does have a decent amount of weight to it. Overall, really good gun, and I suggest you guys go check that out. Link in the description. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe and like, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.